I was learning to dance this morning when I've heard the old saying of break a leg, so that's exactly what I did, and it didn't improve my dancing. And that got me thinking. Good day, you absolute legends. Welcome back to another edition of Update News. Now, today's hot topic is multiplayer could finally be getting fixed. And that is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is very exciting news. But as always, before we do get into that today, can I just ask a massive favor from yourselves to please leave a like on this very video. It really does help the video get out there to the wider YouTube audience. And can you please, as always, ladies and gentlemen, just double check your subscriptions. The reason being is YouTube goes through certain cycles where they'll unsubscribe you, the viewer, from your favorite YouTubers without your knowledge or consent. So can you please make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel? If you need to resubscribe, and if you've been watching me for a while, you like what I do here, then why not tickle that subscribe button? You won't regret it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right on into today's video. This is a lovely base you got here, Captain of the Steves. Anyway, I've recently been made aware of a post over on the Twitters that absolutely blew my mind. Now, the post came from that Bomber Boy, and he puts this: the new experimental adds several empty texture references, cloud saves, some new UI text related to walkers, several new cooking product names, and a new background for this cloud save menu. Now, I'll have a link in my video description to that Bomber Boy. Go and give him a follow. He's a really decent chap. So as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, cloud saves. Holy smokes, they are gonna be implementing cloud saves. Now, that by itself is major freaking news, but there is more. There has been an additional experimental branch update since the Bomber Boy reference. Now, the latest one was a crash in the game mode selector, so nothing too exciting there. But the reference one that we're most interested in is the one underneath, which is refactored the internal save architecture and layout to support future improvements. Again, holy smokes. And in that Bomber Boy's own words, this is what he says: this may be further backed by the fact that Hello Games have had a cloud save developer only server endpoint active for about a month now. After another look, looks like HD or Hello Games have pushed this endpoint from dev to QA too, so it might be closer to completion than we think. Now, we all know Ghostlight. This beautiful son of a bitch also covered this very topic. I'll have a link to that in the video description down below too. Go and give him a watch and make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's an amazing content creator. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do I think this all means? Now, looking at it and looking at the fact that they are going to be implementing cloud saves. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, a cloud save or cross-platform saves is essentially where you save on your PC and then you can pick it up again on your PlayStation or your Xbox or vice versa. I mean, that by itself is my understanding of it, and that is amazing. But the only way that can happen is if they actually make a proper change in multiplayer. They have to address all the issues that multiplayer comes with in order to make that happen, again, to my understanding. So if that is the case and they have to address all the issues in multiplayer, does that mean that multiplayer is going to get a massive fix? Does that mean that multiplayer finally is going to be a staple of No Man's Sky rather than just a feature of No Man's Sky? And I use the word feature very loosely because, as we know, multiplayer for No Man's Sky is very incredibly broken. And this is something I've even speculated on for the longest time, especially since the announcement of Light No Fire. And my speculation has always been, how are they going to pull off Light No Fire where everybody is on one world at the same exact time? You know, you're talking tens, if not hundreds of thousands of players, when at the moment they can't even reliably get 4 players on a single planet in No Man's Sky. That's, you know, not a complete buggy mess. So how are they going to do it? And I've always said that they will have to really revamp, revisit, and fix multiplayer once and for all. They will need to do it, especially for the next big love project and the ambitious thing that they've got going on there. So, as we know, No Man's Sky and Light No Fire share this exact same engine. There's going to be a lot of code exactly the same, including no doubt multiplayer. So, in order to have one, they must then fix the other. I hope that makes sense. And that is something that I've speculated heavily on. But it looks like now that very well may be coming to fruition. And honestly, I hope it does. I really do hope. Obviously, we don't know until it actually happens, and a lot of this is now just interpretation. But if that does happen and the fix does happen, then finally, multiplayer is something that we can truly say is awesome in No Man's Sky, and I want that day. Ladies and gentlemen, I want that day to happen. But again, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. What do you think it means? Do you just think it's just, cross-platform saves and that's it? Or do you think there's more to this like I do? Let me know, comment section down below, you know what to do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything from me here today. And as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.